Hello again. I thought I'd do an outro. I've got one on the video, but it was a bit impersonal where you couldn't see me, so I might just edit that part out. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry for being away for so long. I hope you enjoy this video I've put together, even though it isn't of any stitching. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and hype if you can. That'd be great. I'd appreciate it. I'll be back in a few weeks with another video. I won't leave it for a couple of months. And some exciting news, well, for me and my daughters. My two daughters and I are travelling to Adelaide next Thursday morning early and coming home Sunday lunchtime. And we're super excited. My two daughters are super excited because they're getting a weekend, a few days away without the children. And however, I'll be taking my children with me. And oh, look, it's so funny. My granddaughter, I've got one granddaughter and two grandsons. My granddaughter is in prep, so she's 5. And I was visiting her and a mum yesterday. They only live like 5 minutes from us. And I was saying to her about us going to Adelaide and having a nice time, and I said, I think your mummy and Auntie Kate are really excited about going away and leaving you kids here with your dads for the weekend. Oh, she goes, well, you won't have a very good time, Grandma. And I said, why? And she said, because you're taking your 2 kids with you. Oh, I feel sorry for you. She's 5. Honestly, she gives her mother so much sass. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I just thought it was hilarious. But anyway, we're going to have a good time. On the Friday, we're having a day tour to Maggie Beer's farm, a couple of wineries, up to Harndorf and back. And the rest of the time, we are just taking it as it goes because we just want to do a little exploring on foot and see what's going on down there. So I might take a couple of little video. I'll definitely be taking lots of photos, but I might try and take a couple of bits of video so I can add it onto my new YouTube if you're interested. I know it's not sewing again, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're all well, keeping well, look after yourselves, keep stitching, and bye for now. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Bye-bye. Hello, I'm back. Okay, here is my first junk journal. Now, when I first... this is the book cover I was going to use. So I'd prepped it all with putting the extra spine in it and joining that together. However, when I got out my things to put in it, definitely wasn't big enough because a lot of the main things I've put in it is when I was still at work. For those of you who don't know, I worked for a Japanese company in Brisbane, Australia for 30 years, and so we would get the most beautiful Christmas cards from different other Japanese companies in Japan, and each year they would want to throw them out, so I would keep some of them. They were just so beautiful, and so they wouldn't fit in that other folder. So I hunted around the house and I found this, and I'm not changing this inside. I'm not covering it up. It's about the centenary of Federation in Australia, 1901 to 2001. I pulled the spiral bit out with all the plain pages. It was like to write as a diary, I guess. And I thought, well, Australia and Japan have a great relationship, and I love Australia and Japan, so I'm just leaving it. I covered the paper part on the spine in the middle with some kimono silk fabric, and when I've completed the book, I will make, using all my other Japanese fabrics that I have, I'll make a collage to put on the front to cover all that up, but that will be the last thing I do. So now, when I was in Japan in 2024, a lot of the places that we ate at had like a placemat where your plate went, but they weren't like thick placemats, so they were this paper, and they had the most beautiful scenes on them. And I would take all of mine home. Some of them I cut up and put them in my like daily diary that I was doing when I was away. And so this one I've cut in half and then cut again and put one lot here and one lot further on. Now, and this is one of the nice little paper bags that I got when I was in Japan when I bought postcards or different things, so I kept it and I've used it there. And when I went to this is from when I went to Nagasaki the first time, and it holds all these postcards. And I've got some in here that I haven't used. Migain Bashi, the Spectacle Bridge. I walked across this bridge in 2018. It was built like 600 years ago or something. Doesn't tell you on the back, but it's, yeah, very old. You can only walk over it. You can't drive cars, obviously, now. And this is at the Peace Park, a peace statue. So I just thought I'd keep that in there. And I have one of my friends I worked with in Brisbane lives in Nagasaki with his wife, and quite a few weeks ago, for the spring sakura bloom season, he sent me some beautiful postcards. That's one, just beautiful. And this one, and he also sent me I'll take it out because it'll be a bit glary. Where's the end? Oh, that was a little note from him. So cute. And yes, I purchased some of these clear pockets that Rachel uses. Oh, they're fabulous. You can still see what's on the bottom and put your things in here. So this is actually a book of postcards. And like when you're in Japan and you buy them, obviously you rip them off and send them to people. It's got here postcard, and there's two different types. Those two. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in the book. And he also sent me 4 Japanese stamps. Only can be used in Japan, but because they have the sakura blooms on them, cherry blossoms, he thought I'd like those. Now, what I thought I would do, if anyone loves Japan as much as I do and would love one of these postcards, I will send out 4. So the first 4 people that leave me a little comment and in the comment mention sakura blooms, I will send you one. I'll put it in an envelope so I won't write on the back of it, and you can keep it and use it on something you like. So that's those. Now, everything isn't the same size or equal in here because I don't have everything like that. But look, this book's just for me. I'm not selling it. I'm not giving it away. It's mine. So I really don't care. It's like for me to look at and enjoy with all my beautiful things in there, which I will. So, and I must tell you this, actually, a couple of years ago for Mother's Day, my daughter gave me a beautiful gift bag with my things in it, and this was the gift bag. It's nice and thick. These plain ones were the side pieces, and it had a front and back like this, so I cut it up and put it in my journal. I love it. And I cut up some writing pads to put in to add things. This one's a Christmas card, which the other side goes along there. I had a mishap with some glue, which is fine. I'll put excuse me, I'll put something in there. Another Christmas card. Got to write that down the bottom. Now, what I did do, because when I was in Japan in 2024, I bought a Goshuin Cho to put my Goshuin in it that you collect at temples and shrines. So they're the original ones. These are photocopies. For anyone that's going to comment, I shouldn't do that. But these, I just wanted them in this book as photocopies because I love all the colour and the writing. So that's what that's for. A little photo. This photo was taken in 2006. This was at our Christmas party. That's me, 20 years ago. Well, it was the Christmas party, so it was in December. And one of the guys that worked with me, this was his youngest son. He was born in Australia and he will be turning 20 in October, and he started uni this year. So, little cutie. I've got some little bit older photos further down there, and I keep in contact with his dad, whom I'm good friends with. A Christmas card with Mount Fuji on it, and when I went to Japan in 2024, these are the stamps I collected, so I thought they'd be appropriate to put in there. Obviously, these are all photocopies because I've got them in books. So, yeah. And that's a photocopy as well of a postcard. That's from Nara at the Todachi Temple. Some more notes. This is a Christmas card from a friend of mine, Marina. I worked with her father prior to having my children, and then she come and worked with us for a few years, and then she met a Japanese boy, and she's 12 months older than my daughter, my eldest, and went to Japan to live, so I don't see her very often anymore, but I get updates with photos of the children and other things. This is her eldest. She was born in 2012, Hibiki. And this is Marina. She's beautiful. I love her to bits. And this is her second child, Harima. He was born in 2016. They're all over the place. I haven't got everything in order, but anyway, I've just stuck them in where I wanted to. And more notes. And this was a Christmas card. There. And this was at the Todachi temple as well, those big ones. And this as well, this is where the big Buddha is at Todachi temple. These are photocopies. And I bought these in there, which I thought were nice. So I'm just going to keep them in here. More writing. Now this lady, I thought I'd put in there to keep it there because I've kept it all these years and I can't remember what year it is because she's just got here June the 15th. I finished work 10 years ago, so it's longer than that. I reckon it has to be 15 years ago maybe. She's a beautiful girl, Ayako. And she would, when we were doing work with the Millmerran power station, she was in our power department in Tokyo and would come out like once a month, very regular. And we got to be very good friends. And she was married in America with her husband. And I sent her a little message on the day and I got that beautiful, that's all wearing a bit, but anyway, photo of their wedding. And oh my goodness, Tokyo, Japan do the most beautiful, awesome cards. This one is 3D. It's a bit difficult to see maybe. There, oh, you might be able to a little bit. Oh, a pussycat. One of my friends that lives in Shibuya, one of my ex-bosses actually, sent me all these beautiful postcards. He sent me that one for spring. Spring has come. Aren't they beautiful? He sent that by itself as a postcard. And then these ones he put in an envelope all together. The cat came by itself in an envelope. And these ones, absolutely beautiful. These come in an envelope as well by themselves. Like one envelope, because he put them in together. Most of them come in the plastic. Excuse me. I've got a little cough, bit of a sore throat. So I put a couple of these little tags on here. Rachel does. This is another Christmas card. Another Christmas card. And this was just a paper bag. Again, I cut the top off and put it on there. And I just thought it'd be good for a pocket if I want to put something in. Another Asakusa Shrine in Asakusa. That one. This is from a bag. B-E-R-N-E, Burna. Japanese cakes from a bag. And these are from the Asakusa Cultural Information Centre. Now these cards, I love these. I've got about, I don't know, I can't remember if I've showed one or not. There's about 3 or 4 of them because they come from different departments in our Tokyo office, these ones. But I put them all in because I love them. Got a Kuji temple. I haven't stuck that one in yet, which is the cat temple. So another beautiful card. And I've got a few more of these to put in. Another Japanese paper from a bag. Oh, well, no, this would have just been paper wrapped in a tin of biscuits or something like that that they would have brought over. This was from Matsumoto Castle. This is Matsumoto Castle. And I just put a little bit of writing paper up there so I can just write a little story. And this was from, in Japan, when you go to visit places, as an entry ticket, you get these gorgeous tickets. I've got quite a few of them. And that's one of the stamps from the Matsumoto Castle. Another bag from purchases. Season's greeting, a Christmas card. And this was that little boy I showed you before, Kenichiro. And this is his eldest brother, Shunichi. So obviously they're quite I would say, trying to think of an age. He's either 3 or 5, because he's definitely not 7. At ages 3, 5, and 7, children have little ceremonies, and that's why he's dressed up like he is. That was sent one Christmas in this Christmas card, and the boys also. They're beautiful. Sent letters. I've kept these. As I said, the younger fellow is 20 this year, so he must be about 23 maybe. So many years ago, and they haven't got a date on it, so I'd have to try it. I can work it out probably. Wrote me a beautiful little letter, and his father has translated it there for me. Shun wrote his out in English. Shunichiro Oishi. So I have those there, and I thought I'd just put those in the little pocket so that I can look at them. More notes. Christmas card. More sakura bloom postcards. These were from a girl that I worked with in Brisbane, Ika. She's still working at Marubeni, Brisbane, and a couple of months ago she was over visiting her parents in Japan, and she purchased these for me and posted them when she got back. Just beautiful. Beautiful. That's those. And while I was at work, I collected some stamps. I'm positive I've got a lot more Japanese stamps, but I don't know where I've put them. Anyway, that's some of them, and I've just put them in the clear pocket. And that's the Christmas card on the inside. I'll most likely stick one of those other things in there. And on the back, so the Marubeni collection of Japanese costumes. They have a large collection of kimonos and different things. And this is a pattern from the Edo period, first half of the 19th century. Look at this beautiful card. Honestly, I just astounds me at the most beautiful cards that they have. And this is from my friend Marina again. And wait till I take... Oh, it's stuck. Good on you, Kaylee. I'll have to look at putting that in again. 2 photos. And that's Hibiki when she was born in 2012. That was the little girl I showed you a little back. Marina and Hiro are the parents. I'm going to have to fix that up. Well, I always knew this was going to happen. Have some wonky things going on. That's, again, another entry ticket. And this was going up Mount Hakone. We went up the ropeway at Mount Hakone, and that's what these are. Stamps from there. This is Himeji Castle. Absolutely beautiful. I didn't get to see that in 2018, so I saw it in 2024. I'm thinking I might add this side a photo of me outside the castle when I get around to doing that. These are from the Sapporo Beer Museum, as you can see. Beer garden. A little bit of writing paper to to write. Now, when I was in Japan in 2024, we went to a wasabi farm, and the placemat had these wasabi on it. Oh, there's stamps from the stamp place, had different wasabi, which that's a photocopy of the one I've got in my travel book. And they're just little stamps that I got there from the... Everywhere in Japan you go to, they have rubber stamps. You can stamp things. So if you ever go and you haven't, take a special stamp book to collect stamps. At railway stations, places you visit, everywhere. Absolutely everywhere you can get stamps. The goshuin from the temples and shrines you pay for. They're not that expensive though. And yeah, but everywhere has stamps. It's wonderful. So these are photocopies out of my travel book. I didn't know about this when I went there the first time. Nothing. Didn't know anything. And I'd watched quite a few YouTubes before going the second time, and everyone had these Goshuin shows, their stamp books, and I'm like, oh, I've got to get those before I go next time. That's me. So I flew into Fukuoka Airport. So that's that plane. He's so cute. And I flew out of Haneda Airport Terminal in Tokyo, which is a lot closer to Tokyo City than Narita Airport. So if you ever go, that's the one to go to. It's a lot closer to the city. Yamazaki Distillery I went to in 2018. Another beautiful postcard. And this is at Kamakura and Enoshima Island. And on the beach at Kamakura, you can see Mount Fuji. These are stamps from the travel centre I went into. Another part of that thing. Now, I'll put this little envelope in here as a pocket so that I could add. I'm not going to be able to get everything out. Doesn't really matter, I guess. A lot of the places I went to, because I've got some in my travel diary as well. So that's in Osaka. Hiroshima Orezuru Tower. And I believe that one, Kenrokuin Gardens. That's in Kanazawa. This is in Nagasaki. It has the prayer of the Hail Mary and Ave Maria on the back. And that's the big Catholic church there up a hill. You climb many, many steps to get up there, which you can't really tell in this photo. And that was to get into, I feel that's the big, I can't remember the name of it, but it's, anyway, it's a gardens. That was a gardens in the middle of Tokyo. This is Todaiji Temple. That was that back here where I had I won't be able to find it because I'm looking. The big red temple stamp that I had. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so rather than stick them in, because as I said, with some of them have got things on the back, so I think it's just nice to keep them intact as they are. In there. Another beautiful Christmas card, and I put this one in. I've got 4 signatures in here. This is in the middle of the 3rd signature because I didn't want it spread out away from each other because it's just so beautiful. I won't put anything in there. I'll just leave that to look like that. Another little side pocket, and this one is Osaka Castle. I sent it as a postcard to my husband. on the 10th of April 2018. At that stage, it was 90 yen to send a postcard from Japan to Australia. And I think at the moment it's 110 yen, which equals about $1.10. So we're currently having to pay $1.70 Australian to send a letter within Australia. Now, this has come all the way from Japan, and it's like $1.10. Is that insane or not? Australia Post. Now, this is Marina. The photos I showed you of the one little child and two children. Well, they have 4 children now, and I got this last Christmas, New Year. So that's Marina, the mother, that's the father, and Hibiki is now, well, she was born December 2012, so she'll be 14 in December. Haruma, Serena, and for the life of me, I always forget the little one's name. She was born January 2025. It will come to me, but I know she's the youngest. I remember all the others. More stamps. Another Christmas card. This is the 4th signature. I think I put too many in. I think maybe I should have left it with 3 signatures because it's rather huge. But anyway, it's my first one. I was just shoving everything in it. So I'll see what happens when I make a second one. Another one of these Christmas cards. Another one of these Christmas cards. Another piece from there, like that's what's on the front page. That's attached to that one. That's Kiyomizu Temple, looking from over this side. Nearly at the end, nearly at the end. This postcard is one from one of my ex-managers as well. And this is over at Kamakura, which is close to Enoshima Island, which I showed you before. I went to Kamakura in 2018. Showing one of the temples. And these are from Hakodate, all these stamps. Christmas card. This is Kamakura. That's a famous scene in Kamakura. That's why I bought that postcard. So that's the ocean, obviously. And there's the train. That's that temple that I was saying to you before. And because I put 2 of that in here. Don't ask me why, because I can't tell you why. But I thought that looked so beautiful against that beautiful card with all those beautiful autumn hues. The colours are beautiful. And I have to show you this because I was showing the book to my daughter yesterday, and I just let her look through the book, and she didn't realise, because here it says pull, even though she didn't see it, she said. So this is like kabuki. Can you see that? How magical is that card? Huh. You don't get anything like that in Australia. Anyway, I know this cover is a little bit bigger, but I just, because I had some things coming to the top and some a bit shorter, I thought well, anyway, I'm happy to use this book. And there we have it, all done. So I could fiddle around in this book, I guess, for a very long time, putting so much in it. But so very soon I might, and see, it's still big. Even though I've got this huge spine on it, it's still big. That's okay. I might have to make, when I make the cover for the front and back and spine, obviously, I might make a little closure for it instead of it sitting up like that, so it just sort of pulls it down a little bit. So that's that, and I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. I've started one. Now I can do another one of something else. And I just wanted to show you this. When I was in Japan in 2024, one of the excursions we did, it was in Nara, and this is about Sumi, it's called, and it's the black product that's used. That is the Japanese characters for Kaylee, which isn't, like, my name's Kaylee, but they don't, if you translate that, it's not Kaylee, but anyway, it's Kaylee how they say it or whatever. And this is Sumi. That's a bit of paper I couldn't get off because they put it on when it's wet. So they gave us a chunk of it, and then it was given to us to put our, which hand did I do it with? That looks like a thumbprint, but I think we did it like, that's my thumb, like this. So they gave each of us one, so each one has our thumbprint, our prints, fingerprints, and the mould. So what you do is, this is what they use in calligraphy. So I bought myself one of these, which came last week. And I also bought myself some beautiful big Japanese calligraphy brushes. So you have this here, and you use water. When I get it, I'll show you. And you put water on the Sumi and brush it in here, and it comes off as the black you use for the calligraphy. So when we got this, it was given to us. This is very light, this timber. That was wrapped in tissue paper, and it was put in here and put in this paper bag, which that would be wonderful for my journal as well, wouldn't it? Seal like that, Nara Sumi. And we weren't to open it for 12 months because the longer you leave it, like it dries. If you open it before that, it would dry. Actually, no, it wasn't 12 months. I tell a fib. 3 months. We could have opened it in February. The end of February of 25 was 3 months because it has to dry out enough for you to be able to use it. If you open it before then, it would just ruin it and you'd have to throw it away. So I only actually opened mine a couple of weeks ago. So it had like longer than 3 months, so it will be fine. So I've just kept it in there for now, and I'll wait till I get my brushes and I can use it. And that's me for now. So I think I might go and edit this soon, actually, and because I haven't put one out to you for ages. And my daughters and I are going to Adelaide on Thursday till Sunday. And we're all excited. It's going to be so fun. Although I think it is going to be rather fresh and cold. So I'll have to take a warm jacket. And yeah, so it's probably going to be another couple of weeks. Not months. I'll leave it a couple of weeks and I will do another little video. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll end off here and I'll put photos in the end of what I've been doing. Thank you so much. Take care. Keep well. Bye for now. Good afternoon and hello, welcome to Crafty Kaylee Creations. I'm Kaylee. It's been quite a while since I've done a video. Sorry about that, I've been missing in action. However, it's not because I haven't been doing anything. I've been quite busy, but I've been using my sewing machine and it's a bit difficult to do the YouTube with the sewing machine. Well, I think it is. I've made 4 baby quilts and I have completed my hexagon on hexagon project. It's an I Spy mini quilt that Christine from Craft with Christine has been doing all year, which goes for the 12 months, doing one a week. However, I've finished mine. The baby quilts and which is all hand stitched, the hexagon and hexagon is all hand stitched. So I will, at the end of this little video, I will put all the photos in of the baby quilts and the hexagon and hexagon I Spy quilt that I've done. And I just thought I would like to show you my progress on my Grandma's Flower Garden 1-inch hexagon quilt. I've done more than this. What have I've got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 flowers. Now I've done more than that. I've got about 6 up at the house I've completed. So I'll just show you some of the ones with the little embroideries in the middle. That's my attempt at some lavender. Probably all over the place. I've got hexiform in them. I think I've mentioned that before. So no taking any papers out. Works out a little bit expensive, but look, I am not doing that. So yeah, that's some of them. Some of these ones. That's the 2026. Goodness knows, I might even reach 2027 at this stage. There's a lot to do. And because I'm not really putting another round on them, so there'll be a lot to do. However, I am putting, well, half a round, I guess, on them because I've got the bee fabric, which I showed you a while back. I don't have it right here at the moment. But instead of going all around each flower and then joining them, I've decided just to do the method. So put the hexagons around this way on each one and join them all together. So between each of these flowers, I will have the white flowers when they're sewn together. So that is that I've done. And I've decided for a long time I've been wanting to make a junk journal. After watching Rachel from Roxy Creations for years making them, I decided to make a Japanese junk journal, putting all my Japanese memorabilia in it. So I must mention, we have bought ourselves a 2016 caravan just before Easter, and our first little trip away was last week. So we went away for 6 nights to Hervey Bay. So you people in Australia will know where that is. It's in Queensland. And we had a fabulous time, and we're going away again on the 22nd of June for 4 nights. Looking forward to that as well. So this is when I did last week when we were away at night time. Like, we did adventuring during the day, and at night I was sitting down for quite a few hours each night doing my junk journal. So I will show it to you what I'm up to at this stage. I'm not completed, and please don't expect anything like Rachel of Roxy Creations, because I really have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just winging it anyway. So I'll say au revoir for now on here. Sayonara. And I will put you on the overhead camera so I can show you my junk journal. Back soon.